Just what we want to see. Tomorrow problem, I guess. Shut her down.
Well, the fuel pump went out of our quad track. And it's a pretty, I won't say big job, but it requires some specific knowledge. You've got to set the engine at 36 degrees and there's no timing marks. You got to count the holes, and then it's quite a few things to take off. So we ended up calling Titan to come out and fix it for us, just because it's going to be quite a project. Good to know. If we had time this winter, like if it was a winter thing, we would probably tackle it, but we just don't have that kind of time right now.
I've been trying to eat this spaghetti for like an hour.
I don't really know where we've left off here, but today is Saturday, October 11th. Shelling some corn. It's around 18%. 09621 decal. It's on strip till wheat stubble. It's not doing too bad, I guess. This is probably better than what we had. I thought the field we were in yesterday was a little better, but I don't know. This one might beat it. So we're shelling away. The grain cart was down this morning. Fuel pump went out. I think I talked about it. We would have probably fixed it ourselves if we had a little more time, but you got to set the engine to 36 degrees, and then you got to take the back side of the pump off and have the gears turn just right to get the pump out. It's a very common issue, around 2,000 hours on the Steigers. That's how many hours our quad track has on it now. So we actually bought that thing with 600 hours, I think two or 3 years ago. It's a 2014, so it was nearly 10 years old. The guy that owned it had only put 600 hours on it, so it's a good tractor. That's the first trouble it's ever really given us, but it sounds like it's a pretty common thing with those Steigers. Those years anyway, the fuel pumps like that just go out. So anyways, jeez, I'm already past the window again. What was I jabbering about? Oh yeah, to get it all out, it took Jay like 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, something like that. I think he was here till noon, and he got here about 9, somewhere in there. So it probably would have taken me and Skylar all day, because we've never done it before. Jay's done a whole bunch of them, and it still took that long. So it was just easier to have them come out and do it this morning, so it didn't take up so much time. So that's what we did this morning. We just ran 2 combines and dumped on the trucks. We made it work. It wasn't no big deal. And then now we got the grain cart going again. We're up here, up on top of the hill. There's some gleaners cutting across the pond, across the old slough there. Pretty nice view. I like to fly my drone on this field. It always looks good, but it's that's a really good problem. It's too windy today, and the lighting's gonna suck with these clouds. And it wants to sprinkle a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna rain that much. We'll see. That's what we're doing, shelling away, eating cold spaghetti, having a grand old time. Hopefully one of these corn, I gotta do a sunflower video yet before these corn harvest videos come out. But man, I wish it wasn't so windy. I'd take my drone over there and buzz those guys. Those are the neighbors. Know them really well. So they got a Fendt tractor on the grain cart. Looks pretty cool. Well, I haven't picked up the camera in a minute, but I did just try to sprinkle a little bit for the second time today. We're just about done here. I got some crisscross happy horse shit going on. Bunch of down corn. Kind of just plowing through it. Hopefully there's no rocks. I know there's some rocks coming up here, so I'm gonna put you down in a minute. Get real skinny. Sorry, I needed my other hand. Trying to get this one opened up a little bit so we can actually do something. Well, I think it's actually going to rain us out here, the way it's looking. So, this is, I think, officially day 4 of corn harvest, and this will probably be the end of the video. So, the corn isn't very good. We're bumping up against kind of wet stuff. I think tomorrow's Sunday, so I think we're just going to not combine. Give everybody the day off. I got some other field work I need to get done, so work on that. Combination of frost damage, too much rain, pheasants, gophers, etc. just kind of destroyed this crop for us. It's just been one of those years, I guess. Chalk it up to whatever you want to call it, I guess. I don't know. It's a little disappointing, but you know, because you see these other guys that bitch about the weather all year long and still magically make a 250 bushel corn crop, but not here. It's just not the case. We've been across all kinds of ground already, just not seeing it. Well, I've kind of lost track of what day it is. I don't know if it's... Are we looking here for visuals? I don't know what day it is. I mean, I know the date today, but I don't know what day of corn harvest we're on. 6 maybe? 5? Day 5? Cruising along pretty good. Getting a few things done. Skylar's down trying to buy his dad's old combine from the neighbor's farm auction this morning, so Dylan's running the grain cart. And 3 trucks, 2 drivers at the moment. Come on, let's go. Run out of room, get empty. So that's what we're doing. I broke the little dingus that holds my steering motor on. Attaches to the centrifugal. I shouldn't try to use words that I can't even spell. I broke the dingus off the flux capacitor that holds the steering motor on, so I can't use it till tomorrow when I get a new dingus. Marcel told me I'm the only guy that has ever broke one of those in the last 3 or 4 years these things have been out, so leave it to me. I could break an anvil. This corn's a little better out here so far. I don't know why. I think some of that wheat stubble corn was just too cold for way too long. So that kind of sucks, you know. But I'll tell you, you know it's not great corn when 2 trucks can keep up with 2 combines. I guess they are only going about 3 miles, but it's still kind of pitiful. We got some guys from North Carolina up here duck hunting. I think they're going to ride with us here sometime today. They've been coming for a long time, and they've never got to run harvest with us, so that'll be kind of sweet. There's 4 of them.
You need more, Dylan? Yeah, about 7,000 more pounds.
I don't know what's been recorded. I'm way behind on editing. Everything, all these crops have just been so bad. It's just not been that much fun. I mean, there's all kinds of spots like this where there's just nothing, and then there's a whole bunch of short corn where there's next to nothing, and then there's some taller corn and some mid-sized corn. It's sure nothing to write home about. I wish I farmed where I could complain about being in a D4 drought and getting 40 inches of rain and still pull a 250 bushel corn crop, but then I'd have to live there, I guess. And that would suck. Bigly. Nobody wants to live there. But we got hurt pretty bad by the rains. I don't know. It's no heat, no sunshine. We're at quite a bit higher elevation than a lot of people realize too. We're almost 2,000 feet, which I know to some people is nothing, but elevation makes a big difference on these corn yields. I got a buddy that farms straight east of us about 90 miles, and they'll plant at like 106 day corn over there. 98 days, we're really pushing it for us. I know some guys around here that plant 101 day, but they also have dryers. We do not. Well, we do have a dryer, we just don't use it, so. Anyways, if something interesting happens, I'll pick you up. Hopefully Skylar got that combine bot. That'd be sweet. Get the old 6620 out. Some of his corn would be fun as hell. Make some nice drone videos. Yeah, I'll get them done here. We'll be waiting a little bit, so. Well, good morning, everybody. We are going to do some cross-cutting here because, as you can see, there's some water in the way. So we've been on rain delay for about a week, I think. The corn did pick up some moisture.
I think you could almost drive in from the south and back out. Drive in, come back out.
Oh yeah, she's a touch greasy out here yet, ain't she? Damn. Ain't that something? I'll clean these puppies up. 8120 don't give a fuck. Whoops. I actually got stuck here. And I'm about to get stuck here again. Shut up! I don't know why you're having a fucking issue. Oh yeah, it's a little greasy on there, bud. Yeah, maybe that is the best way. Drive in, back up, drive in, back up. Yeah. Why am I? Oh, now my sip's not goofing around. Meow, meow, meow. Be doing it. It's too bad the house gets so fucking wet all the time. I don't know why I keep saying that stuff. Quit. Fucker. Ooh, jeez. Look at all them little nubbins just laying on the ground. It almost ain't even worth trying to pick this shit up, you know. Just all fucking falls through your deck plates, plow it over. But it's hard to leave, you know. You gotta try. Alright, on to the hoodlum.
That's what happens when you don't know where in the hell you're going.
I'm taking the inside 8 of the first 16, if that makes sense.
I don't think you'll go far and you'll be backing out.
What do you mean? I just drove right through the water. I'm already around it.
You're down to that 80, the fence line?
Oh, I'm looking right at the dugout. I'm heading all the way around.
Now this. I'm running basically the same moisture, maybe a tad bit drier than when I did this 2 weeks ago.
On your moisture tester that hasn't been calibrated in 4 years. Well, I'm stuck. Whew, kind of bad even. I think I'll get out. I don't really want to walk through that mud though. God dang it. Let's see if Skylar will be nice enough to pull me out.
Well, the combines already went to the field this morning. I haven't even got out of the yard yet, and I guess one of them is stuck, so we'll go see what's happening on the way. Oh, he's got the tow rope already on here. As you can see, this field's kind of a swamp. It's like 60 acres and it's got like 10 water holes in it probably right now. Maybe not quite that many. But plenty of water. Just around the corner here. Pretty full hopper to be going along the edge. Finally, let's see forward.
The old GF controls, GF controlling. Dumping. Corn's kind of dry. My tester's set 16.9, so we'd love to see that. We're out here plucking away in this swamp shithole. Corn's terrible. It's muddy. I've already been stuck out here. Of course, I was kind of being an idiot. Sort of had that one coming. But we're doing something. Got my Skylar fixed my steering motor so it doesn't make such a terrible racket. Love to see it, brother. Love to see it. I was missing a nut on the bottom side. Now it's on there proper. Well, like I said, we're back in the saddle. This corn is getting pretty dry. We are fooling around in a mud hoodle, and I'm picking away at some short rounds. It's really kind of just a waste of fucking time. It's the shitty part about planting corn in the swamps, and you gotta combine at a goofy ass. Everything's just all fucked. Your headlands are fucked. Headlands have all drowned out. Don't mind all that corn. I had a little spill. What are you chirping about? I had a little spill earlier. I wasn't listening to my I didn't believe that I was that full already. Said I was full, but I didn't think I was that full. So that's what happens. So we're dinking around out here. It's a whole lot of screwing around. There's nothing fast about it, as you can see. So this was all planted at one time, and it's growing back to rushes. It had an inch of rain on it, and that did not help anything. So, but silver linings, folks. Silver linings. It could be muddier. Believe it or not, it could actually be muddier. I'm pulling a row. I know that I'm pulling a row. I'm off count here because of the water. I do not care. I got one straggler over here to get, and then we'll pick the last 3 of them up there. Suppose I could close my deck plates up a little bit. See how that goes. So let's go fart around, take off some of these short rounds. If we can find a spot here. I think this looks like a spot, doesn't it? Yep, sure does. Right here. So there we go. We got this little land. We're gonna be grateful for that. Try not to bitch too much. So they're calling it bird damage. I ain't never seen so much fucking bird damage in my life. But it's gnarly. That's amazing. Look at that. I mean, pretty near every single year. Isn't that something? Just what we needed. More damage. That's amazing. I love it. Well, I'm trucking for a minute. We're just kind of cleaning up some fields and we're in some shit corn. But we're moving to a different field where we kind of got rained out of last week. And we're going to clean that off, and then I think that'll be it. There's still 40, 50 acres over there. So it'll be a pretty short day. I really don't think we're going to move anywhere. So I'm running to the elevator, and Joel's in front of me. Also heading to the elevator. Skylar's back there somewhere. There he is. Folding up. And it's actually starting to sprinkle. It's supposed to rain again tonight, I think, so I don't know. We'll see what happens here. See how the day goes. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Well, we're just cracking open a new one. Again, the corn ain't worth a shit. But it's better than kicking the ass, I suppose. I probably better run a little off. I don't know if I'll make it. Well, just got done eating supper, taking a load of corn to Hazel. Joseph's heading out with another. I've been super trucking, so been a little busy. Back just in time to run with the lights on. See if we can get done. We're back at it. We're doing it. Our planter drug a little up this hill, I think, so I don't like that. But it's really unfortunate I broke my auger, or my auger light broke. I didn't break it, I guess. It just quit working last week sometime, and I haven't been bothered to fix it. So we're just shelling along here, doing it. We're doing it for Dale. We're pouring piss, if you will. My friend Bryce would say. Pouring piss. The corn is not getting any better. There's spots where it's good, where it's okay. I should see if I got any drone video of this particular field being the way that it was. I have not had corn on it in 4 or 5 years because it is kind of a wet bugger. So it's been kind of in a bean and wheat rotation. This spring it was good and dry, and we got some corn on it, which is good. We needed to. It needed to be rotated out. Howdy. But it was an unfortunate, expensive year to lose a bunch of corn. So, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. I don't know how to make it not whiny. I just feel like I'm just whining all the time. I'm just trying to be real. The corn is not good. Prices are not good. And it's just the way it goes. So, I don't know, man. Hopefully we get some trade deals. Hopefully we can stop with the ego tariffs. And, just quit destroying relationships that we spent years working on. I'll leave it at that. Load them up. Well, second hopper off. I'm gonna go get a third one. See if it'll lighten it up enough to even move it. Mondays, I tell you what. Load number 3. I think if we get one more hopper off, maybe it'll come out of there. Here goes nothing. See what kind of shenanigans we can get ourselves into here. Oh, easy. Easy money. Look at that. Drove her right out. Love to see it. Let's go home.